Hello everyone, today we're looking at Mechanic Studio MS-02 Engineer, otherwise known as Transformers Huffer. Now this is a look at the box. I know that they're using the same box for MS-03, which is their version of pipes. Look at the top, the bottom, which is supposed to indicate which one you're getting, but they did not do that on my version, so my box actually came unsealed. The seller had to make sure that I was getting Huffer, and this is the view from the back. And here he is out of the box. He comes with a couple of accessories, including a diaclone, some accessories for the diaclone, his weapon, as well as this cargo container to store the diaclone robot. The diaclone robot comes in colors that match Huffer nicely, the orange and purple, and is painted with a metallic blue and red over here. He comes with a special arm, much like Huffer's weapon, and this is how you fold him up to fit him into the cargo container despite this special arm. So you want to fold his legs first, pull his arms back, and then turn this arm on top, just like so. Now we open up the container, sit him inside like that. Make sure you tip his head downwards, and the door should close nicely above him to fit him in there. Now onto the main figure himself. He comes with a weapon that fits nicely into his hand, like so. A closer look at the paint and sculpting detail. First of all, his face is really nicely sculpted with some silver paint and metallic blue in his eyes, and then more sculpt on his chest, very reminiscent of G1, blue over here for the paint. The arms are completely painted in silver, as you can see, and he's got a nice crotch plate and more details on his legs, the wheels on the back of his calves. For articulation, he's got a swivel for a neck that can go 360. Ball joint at the shoulders that can go out that far, and they're restricted because of the sculpt. They can go up that much, but then he's blocked by the truck cab. Bend at the elbow, they can get you more than 90 degrees and doubles up as a spin around. He's got a crotch plate over here that lets you move it out of the way so you can move his legs forward and backward to do the full split forward and backward. Ball jointed hips that let you split outward but not all the way. That's restricted by the sculpt over here on the side of his hip or his waist. He's got a thigh swivel, as you can see, but that means you cannot use the knee bend because that restricts the knee bend. So for knee bending, as part of the transformation, you can get him to bend all the way, pretty deep knee bend, more than 90 degrees. Size comparisons wise, here he is with a Legends class figure and a Deluxe class figure. For height, he's about 9 centimeters to the top of his head, 10 centimeters to the top of the cab, or if you prefer inches, he's about 3 3/4 inches to the top of his head and 4 inches to the top of his cab. Moving into transformation, now I prefer to get his head turned around the other way so he doesn't show from the bottom of the truck. And for his arms, make sure they're straight down by his side, touching the wheels, and then you have to rotate this like so. Now you see there's some interference between the cab and the arm, so you have to tip the cab backwards a little bit, push the arm, and try to wiggle it past so you won't have paint scraps, but I have experienced just a little bit of it while playing around with him. Now you want to move the wheels up to this far forward with the arms up at the back. Do the same for the other side. Now same thing, tip the cap backwards so that you can rotate the whole piece together without scratching off the paint. Now we have to get the cap downward and backward, so you gotta push it down like so. These tabs will come into these holes over here. So you hear a click, and then now you bring the arms outwards so that you can push these two pieces forward. And now tap the arms to the back, looking for the middle hole on them. Do the same for the other side. And then we move on to the legs. So now you have to flip these covers up on both sides, both legs. Bring the legs together, bend them to form the back of the truck. Now you will see that these tabs will fit into these holes over here. And now you have him in truck mode. And you can store his weapon in his truck mode by fitting this slim tab over here into that small hole at the back. And stores neatly in truck mode. A closer look at the paint and sculpting in truck mode. He's got silver rims, silver paint for the headlights, and the dark metallic gray on the grille. Very nice sharply applied metallic blue paint on the windows, and again silver on the arms, silver paint on the rims. So pretty neat and compact truck mode. And he rolls really well in truck mode as well. And here is a size comparison with a Legends class and a Deluxe class. In truck mode, he is about 7.5 centimeters long, almost 3 inches in length. In summary, I have to recommend this guy because his sculpt is very reminiscent of his G1 likeness. Paint is sharp and the colors really pop. The transformation is simple and fun. Both modes work really well, including the articulation. The quality of the plastic is strong and good. The only downsides of this figure are that his arms tend to scrape up against that cap in transformation, but if you're careful, you can avoid the paint scrapes altogether. And it's a real bummer that the thigh swivel that they gave him does not really work when you bend the knees all the way. If you like this video, please like, comment, and share it, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much for watching.